friendly, it is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the Army, the Navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine if you want it.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading him out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 21 carries, 72 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. Leading them out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The numbers for Sanders last week: 20 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is Smith with a grab.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now hang on here, because down on the field and appearing to be grimacing in some pain is the tight end, Zach Ertz. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. An option handoff given to Sanders.
And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Keelan Cole now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. But they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force that.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Now Wilson on first down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Murray, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Out to Cole on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Kaepernick. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And it's incomplete.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
Porter Dustin
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, it's Kaepernick. This is Bell on the dump-off. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Murray. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch him off guard, but the defense was ready.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Kaepernick going to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, so people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Over the middle to Smith. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown! Quez Watkins. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first touchdown, Jets. That's caught. Chris Herndon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. His throw incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throw complete to Herndon. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Wilson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge is successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin in South Florida. It's not retirees or snowbirds, but it is New Yorkers traveling down to the Sunshine State. The Giants in town to take on Miami. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an afternoon to remember. 4 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Here's Smith to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now. It's Sanders, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll check it down to Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Sanders toss left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Bell. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Wilson caught by his tight end, Wesco. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Chris Herndon. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And now hang on here, because down on the field and appearing to be grimacing in some pain is the tight end, Zach Ertz. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Herndon's got it complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Quick slant to Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson on the catch. It's Crowder. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wilson finding Crowder there. First down, New York. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the delay, this is Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Herndon. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and run with Murray. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Wilson. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wilson's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll begin by running the option. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders, shedding through the defense, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this